What's up? My peace and my sisters and my veterans. We over at First Avenue right now. We're walking down First Avenue, relaxing, you know what I'm saying? Enjoying life, you know? Just doing what we do, you know? So we headed over to the M9 on 26. I think it's 26, I think. So I'm gonna take the M9, get off at the Let's See Ethics, and I'm gonna take you from First Avenue. Surely, so yeah. Taking my time walk, you know. Yeah, so I've been taking my time, relaxing, enjoying life as usual, you know. So yeah, taking time and enjoying life, babe. You know how it go. Next bus is in 20 minutes. So I'm not that far actually from where I'm at. So I'm about like say next bus is not until 9:28, so we good money. The next bus not until 9:28, we good money. So this is a hospital right behind me, you know, we out from the hospital. I used to cruise down years ago. When I started this work, I used to cruise down a block in the city everybody don't know about. A block. Where you see a lot of young people, prostitution, all the stuff going on. So guys, let me tell you what we learning here, right? So a lot of people going to prostitution on 34th Street. And it's a block on 34th Street where pimps, they sleep with the pimps. And the pimp then pay the hoes to get money. Alright? Hold on, let me walk fast. Yeah, so when they have the pimps and the hoes paying money, you know? So they drug them up and they go in the city and they beg for money to get for sex. I think it was, yeah. So usually in the area where you at, they beg for sex because sex is a drug. You feel me? So when they beg for sex now, they start getting addicted to the drug, you know? So when you tell you're not interested, you still have to give them you still have to pay them if you're not interested in the sex, you feel me? So that's prostitution right there. But people don't get that shit. Hold on. People don't get that shit because you know that they're doing it for a spite, right? They're doing that for spite, though. But to levelize it now, when they doing that shit for spite, we just have to don't pay it no more, right? So they drug them up on 34th Street and they work to make money. A lot of women that prostitute, they end up changing their life off the street. They end up in the church. They end up getting saved in the church, and they end up giving their life to Yahweh. You feel me? But some of them get back on the street again after they get drugged up. You know what I'm saying? So the life that they're living before is a life that they have to live. You know. They don't know where they're going. They don't know the actions that they're going. You feel me? They don't know. But that day, when you learn from the mistakes that you living in before, you gotta wonder. Like, you used to get straight A's in school, and you messed up because you drugged up by a pimp. You meet the pimp on Facebook or Instagram. And when you meet the pimp on those websites, you ended up, getting yourself drugged into, So I gotta tell people, you gotta change your life for you live. Also, what's up? You gotta change your life for your life to get accepted, And sometimes when you get accepted, you ain't realizing that you're getting drugged. 927. And you don't realize that you're getting drugged up, But a drug is in their system and they fighting it though. But at the end of the day, when they drugged up, they don't realize what they're getting themselves into and what their lives are, But I tell people all the time, you gotta make a change, make a difference, because I tell y'all someday, like, life too short to make you got life too short, man. You gotta make some choices, you make some life choices, and start changing your life together. Get yourself together. Here's the New Yorkers for the first time on New York tours. Yeah. So tour of New York is, where is Manhattan, where is Brooklyn, where is Queens, where is the Bronx? We in Manhattan. We in the east side, right? So you gotta learn that the east side of Manhattan is where nature takes its course. So today we over by the east side. We on East 29th. Last stop is on 26. So 26, yeah. And then they pick up people right here. So I'm standing here waiting for the bus, and I got 15 minutes left. We're gonna start the shot on First Ave, and we got 15 minutes, and then we're gonna head home. We're gonna head to Delancey at this street from here. All right. So we on First Avenue and East 29th Street. All right. Hasta la vista, baby. Even though I said hasta la vista, I said hasta la vista, right? Yeah.